Okay, good afternoon students. So today we will be starting a new topic. Sound. As the basic knowledge of sound you have studied in a previous class, but also we will discuss few terms related to sound. Actually, what do you mean by sound in a sense? So it is our daily activity, when we speak, other person hear, or when any sound is produced by any of the things. Okay, we can hear. That means in sound, basically three factors are most important. Number one, source. Number two, medium. And number three, destination. Okay, as for example, if you take an example of your friend, okay, if you take an example of, so suppose take an example of music system, okay, or a song. So hope all of you, I think all of you listen to song. So in sound, in a song, okay, we can hear the song. That means what is the source of this song in terms of mobile phone, okay, or cell phone, in cell phone. So the source is the cell phone, or you can say speaker of the cell phone. That means if you have to hear it, either we can, what you can say, we can simply leave the system, okay, and suppose if I just put my cell phone here, and if I am listening to music, I can move at certain distance. So at that time the medium will be air. But if you are putting a lid, that means earphone, that means the medium will be the wire, or you can say solid. Okay, that means it depends, the medium can depend. Then destination means where it is actually heard, that means our ear. Okay, in terms of a song from the cell phone, okay, these are the three factors of sound. That means first of all, most important is its source, then its medium, that means how it travels, then destination, how we can hear. As for example, let's take an example of two persons, okay, person A and person B. This is person A and this is person B. So if he speaks, if he says something to person B, that means the source will be from the mouth. That means what is it? From the mouth. That means the sound comes from the mouth. That means some types of some phenomena or some functioning must be there, okay, and that functioning in terms of human beings, we say we have a voice box or larynx. We have a voice box or larynx. Okay, that means sound is produced from voice box or larynx. It is, both are similar, only for better understanding or easier understanding we use voice box, and in biological term we use larynx. Okay, so here a sound is produced, then through air, it is traveled from source to the destination. That means where do we hear? We hear in our ears. That means mostly in ear drum. Okay, when the sound hit the eardrum, okay, we can hear it. That means here. So in this case, a simple 3 factors are there: source, medium and destination. But the thing is that how this larynx or the voice box produced a sound, how it is producing. Okay, if I am speaking to you, that means sound is coming, obviously. But if I make myself silent, that means sound is not coming and you can't hear also. Okay, that means these 3 factors are most important. Okay, and how it is produced? Mostly it is produced by vibration. Mostly sound is produced by vibration. Sound is produced by vibration. Okay, so this was a simple explanation of how do we hear sound. But if you go in depth, okay, so let's talk about in terms of studying. So as we all know, there are many energy, as we have discussed in our previous class, okay, or in previous chapter in work and energy, we discussed about various types of energy. It can be kinetic energy, potential energy, sound energy, electrical energy, solar energy. Even sound is also a form of energy. Form of energy. Okay, that means sound is also a form of energy. So in this sense, we have discussed about law of conservation of energy. So in law of conservation of energy, what we study? Okay, in this we came to know that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, right? So in this applies in terms of sound also. Okay. Sound is also a form of energy and it can neither be created nor destroyed. That means it can be transferred from one form of energy to another form. Okay, so this was the definition of sound. It is the form of energy, okay, which can neither be created nor destroyed. Okay, and the scientific study of sound and sound waves. Scientific study of sound and sound waves is called acoustics. 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 It is the term. As for example, the study of life is called biology. Okay, then the study of what it is called, the physical appearance, we called it a physics. Okay, so there are various types of studies. As for example, study of birds, we can say we have another term. So the scientific study of sound and sound wave is called acoustics. And we came to know about different types of units. Okay, first of all, as for example, the unit of measurement of intensity of sound is decibel. Unit of sound is decibel. That means intensity of the sound. As for example, we can't hear the sound produced by animals. Yes, they are producing even the plate tectonic theory inside our earth, that is also producing a sound. Okay, but we can't hear it. Why we can't hear it? Because we have a range of audible sound. We have a range of audible sound. So the average range of audible frequency is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. By humans, okay, is 20 hertz. Hertz is frequency to 20,000 hertz. So below this is called infrared sound and above this is called ultrasound. Okay, below this is mostly for plate tectonic and above this example we have for ultrasound, we have an example of certain dolphins, fishes, animals, mostly animals. Okay, then let's talk about another topic. So this was only for explanation. Explanation means sound, definition sound, it is a form of energy. Then it is the scientific study of sound and sound waves is called Ostrich. Unit of sound is decibel, dB. Then audible sound by humans means how we can hear is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So let's come back to sound. Today we are only going to discuss or only we are going to talk about, we are just introducing the chapters, okay, so that basic things can be studied. So sound is a form of energy and it is mostly caused due to vibration of objects or materials or things, whatever. Vibration of body. Vibration of body means not your whole body, okay. Vibration of body means objects, you can write objects also, okay. So sound is produced or is caused due to vibration of an object, okay, mostly. As for example, if you hear the sound of a musical sound, of that of from your cell phone, suppose, or you can write smartphone. The vibration, that means the source of the sound is the in this case the source of the sound or the vibration produced is by the speakers, okay. So if you increase the volume, there is a vibration in the speaker and you can hear the song. And if you reduce the volume, that means the vibration will be reduced. If you make the volume higher, the vibration will start, but if you slow it down, the vibration will become down, so that we can't hear the sound, we can't hear the song in that case. Okay. So mostly it is caused due to vibration. In case of string instrument, means sitar, guitar, violin. Here the vibration is caused due to the metal string. Okay, in this case the vibration is caused due to metal string, and when that string vibrates, the sound can be heard. Okay, then let's come to another important in terms of humans. So as I told, humans produce the sound by vibration of that larynx or the vocal cord. So in this case, our vocal system, here there is a vibration of the muscles. We produce the vibration of the muscles in our larynx, and that produce the sound. Okay, that means we can say that mostly sound is produced due to the vibration of the body. So you must be confused. Vibration in terms of, as for example, let's take an example of a pendulum. As we have, you all have studied about the pendulum. Okay. So in pendulum, this is a pendulum. Okay. So in pendulum, this one complete oscillation from point A to O and back to A. Okay. A to B and back to A is called oscillation. That means this is also vibrating. So we can say that, can you say that this oscillation and vibration is similar? Is same? No, we can't say these two are same. Yes, the phenomena or the, what you can say, the phenomena is same. That means it is also a type of vibration. But here, in terms of oscillation, the vibration has a slow frequency. It has a slow frequency, and it will not produce a sound. Whereas rapid frequency will produce a sound. Okay, that means rapid frequency will vibrate the things in rapid way. That means number of oscillation will be maximum. Okay, and in that case, sound is produced. So this was all about vibration and oscillation. Okay, you can just make a difference of these two things. Then let's come to another part. Okay, another part means as for example, suppose this speaker, okay, this speaker is producing a sound. Okay, this speaker is producing a sound, and it is producing a sound, and a person here can hear the sound. Okay, that means how he hears the sound? Because there is a medium in terms of what? In terms of air. Mediums in terms of air. That means here what happens when the speaker vibrates? What happens? The sound is traveled through the air. Okay, it travels from the air and reaches this person. So how does it reaches? That means sound is produced here, the medium is here. So let's relate it with the form of energy. Okay, that means it is said that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So here what happens? The energy is transferred from these particles to these particles, 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 and finally to here. Okay, here. So these all energy are been transferring from one particles to another particles. Means this is medium, and finally it reaches to the destination. That means it reaches to the ear, where there is a ear drum, which again vibrates, and that sends message to our brain. That sent message to our brain. Okay, that means here the sound is traveling from one particles to another particles. Okay, so let's have another discussion here. That means if this person is in a distance of 10 meter and he can hear the sound, he can hear the sound of this speaker. But what if another person is here, another person is here, so what happens when this person receive the sound? Do this sound travel to this person? Yes, the sound will travel to this person also, but this person will hear the sound clearly, and this will hear the sound not that much clear to that of person B. Why this happens? This happens because there is a loss of energy here. Okay, so there is a loss of energy here. Energy is lost. That means it doesn't escapes. It scatters. What happened? It scatters. That means we can say here energy is loss. That's why this person can hear the sound clearly, and this person can hear the sound but not as that much of person B. So in this case, don't think that the law has been violated. Okay, it's not that. Actually what happens, energy is lost means energy is refracted or refracted or scattered. Sound is scattered. Okay, it spreads. Okay, it spreads throughout its area. Okay, so this was a simple explanation of how sound travels. Okay, so here we take an example of air simply. Okay, so if there is no air, say for example in moon, take an example of a moon. As we all know that moon have no atmosphere. That means they have no air. So what happens in the moon? In moon what happens? If you speak to your colleague or to your friend, the sound will not travel. Okay, the sound will not travel in this case. Okay, why? Because there is no medium. There is no medium for the sound to travel. Okay, as for example, all of us know that the persons, okay, the people who first landed on the moon were Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin. Okay, so if those two persons want to talk to each other, yes, the source, that means the vocal cord, it is vibrating and it is producing the sound. Okay, and the second person eardrum is also okay, but there is no medium. Okay, in that case also sound cannot travel from one place to another. Understood? That means for the sound to travel, all the three factors must be there. So sound travels in air. First of all, the first characteristics of sound or the properties of sound, you can say. Properties of sound. It travels, it requires a medium. It requires a medium. And medium can be air. It can also be solid. That means solid in terms of, as I explained you, in terms of the wire of the headphone. Okay, the wire of the headphone. That means it is a solid. And in water also. So sound can travel in air, the solid, liquid and air. Solid, liquid and gas. Liquid and gas. So these are the properties of sound. Okay, and it travels in waves. Okay, travels in waves, as for example like this. Okay, sound travels in waves or its wavelength or its wavelength. Okay, so if there is a high pitch sound, that means wavelength is more. If there is, the wavelength is small, okay, that means the quality or the quality depends upon this wavelength. Okay, so this was about properties of sound, or what you can say, a simple a bird's view explanation of sound. Okay, let me think that if anything we have missed or not. We have talked sound, properties of sound, it requires air, travels in wavelength. Okay, so almost we have came to know about general idea of sound, that means bird view. Okay, bird's view, we will bird's view, that means for sound to travel, for sound to travel, source is important, that means vibration. Okay, then second is medium. It can be air also, it can be water also, it can be gas, sorry, not gas, solid also. That means it can travel through all the mediums. It can travel through all the mediums. Okay, then destination, also vibration. Okay, also vibration means, why I have written vibration here? That means to produce the sound also vibration is required, to receive the sound also vibration is required. As for example, we have our special organs ear, and if this eardrum vibrates, the drum vibrates, they produce the, or they receive the sound, and that the sound that we received is sent to the brain through various nerves. Okay, and medium, as we all know. So if any of these three things is not there, sound cannot travel. Okay, so this was all about a generic view of sound.